Hello everyone, welcome back to 21 days coding challenge. So today we are going to solve problem number 4, which is our day 4 challenge. So the problem statement is very simple and very interesting too. I hope that you guys already read out this question, but still if you are not able to understand this question properly or not able to get the solution of this problem, so I am here to explain you. So the problem statement is that let's call a sequence of integer good if the product of its elements can be represented as a difference of square of two integers. More formally, a sequence S1, S2, Sk is good if it is possible to find two integers p and q such that S1 into S2 into Sk is equal to p square minus q square. This is not a 2p minus 2q, it is p square minus q square. And also we have to find that the number of contiguous subsequence which are good. So basically the problem statement goes like this. Suppose we are given with the array of size 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4 are the elements which are present in the array. So the number of subsequence that we can form from the array of size 4 will be n into, that is if the number of size is 4, then number of subsequence will be 4 into 5 divided by 2, that is n into n plus 1 divided by 2. So these are the number of subsequence that we can form by the given array size. So but the problem statement saying that we have to find only those subsequence which can be represented as p square minus q square. For example, number of subsequence that can be formed by these elements will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 4, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, and then 3, 4, and then 4, right? So these number of subsequence formed will be 15. Sorry, 10. It will be 10. So what are those subsequence? It will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 4. 2, 4 will not be there because they are saying the number of contiguous subsequence. Contiguous means continuous subsequence will be there. So 2, 3 and 3, 4 and the last is 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. So the sorry, after multiplying these subsequence, we will get 1. Here we will get 2. Here we will get 3. Here we will get 4. And after multiplying these subsequence, we will get 2. After multiplying this, we will get 3 into 3. 2 into 1 will be 6. 4 into 2 into 1 will be 8. 3 into 2 will be 6. And 4 into 3 will be 12. And 4 will be 4 only. So sorry, and we have to find those subsequence which can be represented as p square minus q square. Now what this p and q is, that is we have to find such an element p and q that after such that this difference of their squares will be equal to this 1, 2, 3 or 4. For example, 1 can be represented as 1 square minus 0 square, and 2 cannot be represented as any of the p square minus q square. 3 can also be represented as 2 square minus 1 square. 2 square will be 4, 4 minus 1 will be 3. So the problem statement goes like this. So now the question is that how we can solve this problem. The one thing, this problem can only be solved by some observation and basic understanding of mathematics. For example, here I am going to show you that which are those numbers which can be formed represented as p square minus q square. So these are the number which can be represented as p square minus q square. One can be represented as 1 square minus 0 square. 2 cannot be represented as any of the p square minus q square. 3 can also be represented as 2 square minus 1 square. 4 can be represented as 2 square minus 0 square. So you can observe from this that all the odd number can be represented as p square minus q square, right? So what are the number which cannot be represented as p square minus q square? All the odd number can be represented as p square minus q square, but all the even number cannot be. Only those even number can be represented as p square minus q square which are divisible by 4, right? 6 is not divisible by 4 because 6 modular 4 is giving us a remainder 2 and it is not divisible by 4, and 8 is giving remainder 0 and and it can be represented as p square minus q square. So we can observe, so we have observed one thing, that the number which is odd or multiple of 4 divisible by 4 or multiple by 4, yeah, multiple by 4 can only be represented by p square minus q square, can only be represented as p square minus q square. You can take yourself any number and you can easily get that. For example, if I take number 5 can be represented as 4 square minus 4 square is 6 square. You can check out from there. 5 can be represented as 3 square minus 2 square. It will be 9 minus 4 is equal to 5. Okay. So this is the problem statement. I hope that you guys now know that how what problem statement is saying. So basically, if I now I'm going to write the code, but this code will not be the optimized one. So first of all, I will take bits header file. Here I will take int main, and as you guys have already have learnt function problems, so here I will call the solve function, and here above, since I will return nothing from the solve function, so I will just call it out. So before moving to solve the further code, let's check out the first input. Inputs are, the first line of input contains a single integer t. So let's take first integer t. What is t? T denoting the number of test cases, that how many times we want to see the result. Like then they are saying that we have to the first line representing the number of test cases, and then the under the test cases the first line will be number of single integer denoting n, which will be denoting the size of an integer, size of an array. We will make one array. Now I am taking input. So now I know that the number which is odd or multiple of 4 can only be represented as the p square minus q square. Let's take here explain. the number is 50. Let's suppose array is 1 2 3. One can be number of subsequent that can be formed by these three by the size of these three array will be 1 1 2 1 2 3 2 2 3 and then at last 3. So here one can be represented because it is odd, so it can be represented as p square minus q square. This is also this is even. This cannot be represented as p square minus q square. This is also even, but and also not divisible by 4. So this cannot be represented as p square minus q square. This is even and cannot be represented as p square minus q square. This is even and cannot be represented as p square minus q square. This is odd, so and it can be represented as p square minus q square. So basically we will run for loop, double loop, in order to get the result. Here I am taking input for j loop. Okay, so I am here taking the double loop and I am declaring count variable as 0 of type int. So how can I get one single one, 1 2 1 2 3 and 2 2 3 and 3? So this can easily be get by applying double loop. For example, here I am taking int product is equal to 1. एंड देन प्रोडक्ट में हम एरे ऑफ आई को मल्टीप्लाई कर रहे हैं. क्यों कर रहे हैं? बिकॉज फॉर एग्जाम्पल नो, सो देयर इज नो नीड टू मल्टीप्लाई हेयर, वी कैन मल्टीप्लाई इट हेयर. प्रोडक्ट इनटू एरे ऑफ आई, प्रोडक्ट array of I into array of j. Why I am multiplying? Because see, we are multiplying 1 2 and then first of all we are taking only single element 1, then we are taking 1 2 and then we will be taking 1 2 3. So like this it will be go. In product, what I will store? Array of I. After that I will check if this array, if this product is divisible, is odd or product multiple by 4. If it is divisible by, if it is odd, this is the condition to check if it is odd or not. If it is odd and or it is divisible by 4, then we will count plus plus. Then we will do count plus plus. As and after that we will run a loop for I plus 1. So for I plus 1, I will keep on multiplying array of j. Why? Because first of all, let's suppose array is 1 2 and 3. First I take the in product, what I store? Array of I. Array of I is 0. Array of I is 1. So after that I check if it is multiple by if it is odd or multiple by 4, so divisible by 4. So if it is then we will count plus plus. After that I will take I plus 1, that is 2. So here I will multiply by product into array of j and then will add with the 3 and so on. So here also I will apply the same condition. Count plus plus. So that's the solution for this problem. So if we will run, as we know that the number of subsequent that can be formed by 1, 2, 3, it will be 2, because 1 is only possible and 3 is only possible, other all are not possible. So I will take T as 1, and the number of number of array size will be 4. 1, 2, sorry, I have to take number of sub array as 3, because then only you will be able to understand whether it is correct or not. Wait for the network. I hope that you guys are able to understand this problem. Still waiting for the now it's working. I will take test cases as 1, and the number of array size will be 3, 1, 2, and 3. So here we are getting result as 2. So this is our solution of this problem, but this is not an optimized solution, because here we are taking the double loop. So what will be the optimized solution of this problem? Sorry, the optimized solution will be, as we can observe that so let's take an example, bigger array, 3, 5, 2, 4, 1, 5, 7, 4, and 6. Let's take this is our array. So here I know that the number of sub array, this is array of size 9. Total number of sub array that can be formed by this will be 9 into 10 divided by 2. This will be 45. Now what if I do a number of invalid array? We will get the valid array. Now if I will remove the number of invalid subsequence, we will get the valid subsequence. So the number of invalid subsequence will be only those which is divisible by 4, which is divisible by 2 but not divisible by 4. Okay, so we have to find that number only. Since 3 is odd, so this is divisible. This is also since this is odd, so this is a subsequence which we will get. 5 is also 5 can also be get easily. 2 can also be 2. 2 is odd. 2 is even, but 2 is even, but cannot be divisible by 4. So this is the subsequence where which I cannot take. Okay. Let's take one more sub array, that you can easily get what I'm trying to say. 3, 5, 7, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. So what I will do, the number which is odd, I will represent it as 0. This is also odd. And the number which is divisible by 2 but not divisible by 4, I will represent it as 1. And the number here also 1. Which comes out to be 1. Because this if I will take this subsequence, then it is valid. This is also valid. this is also valid because odd into odd is always odd. Odd into even is always even. Even into even is always even. This is odd. This is odd. So product will be odd. So this is a valid subsequence. So this is also odd. So by whatever the subsequence that we will get from this is also a valid subsequence, and it will be odd into it will be n into n will be 3. 3 into 4 divided by 2. It will be 6. 6 subsequence can be found by this only. But what I will do, I will not find the number of valid subsequence. I will just find the number of invalid subsequence. Invalid subsequence can only be formed when I will get 1. I will keep on summing the array. 0 plus 0 is 0. I will do nothing. 0 plus 0 is 0. I will do nothing. And 0 plus 1 is 1. So what I will do, I will just, so here I will just keep on number of, so here I will store the number of indices that just passed away from after this element. So number of subsequence will be 4 because number of subsequence will be 3 because here it is 0, 1, 2, 3, and this is one array sub array. This is second sub array. This is third sub array, and this is fourth sub array. So 3 plus 1 will be 4, which is invalid. So let's try out the code now. First of all, by code you will get easily what I'm trying to say. That let's take long variable. If let's take it as int only, int total subarray that will be formed by the size of n. It will be n into n plus 1 divided by 2. Now I will just find the number of invalid Now I will just find the number of invalid subsequence, and then I will do, I will subtract from it the total subarray to get the number of valid array. So now the question arises how I will find the number of invalid subarray. As I already told you that what I will do, that the number which is divisible by 4, I will put that array as 2. If array I is divisible by 4, I will declare it as 2, and if array is even odd, then I will put 0 in that array, and if as what I will do, I will put array I as 1. Okay. So after doing this, what I will do, I will call the invalid subarrays function, where I will pass arguments as number of size of array, and then array, and then 1. Why I am passing 1? Because I am trying to find the number of subarray whose sum is equal to 1. So here I will return some integer type. So I will write int. Here I will call invalid subarray int n, comma int array of n, int k. Now, those who don't know the data structure unordered map, I will here make use of unordered map, and those who don't know the data structure unordered map, then I will recommend that you must know about it, because this is the data structure which is used to store the counting of the element present in the array. For example, here the number of counting of 0 will be 3, so it number of counting is 5. So this mapping array will store the count of 0 as 5. So that's how this data structure work. I will take one current sum as 0 and one more variable as result and declaring it as 0. What I will do, I will take one single loop and I will keep on adding current sum. As I already told you that why I am keep on adding the element, because whenever I will get one, I will subtract that whatever the number of counting of 0 will be stored in the previous whatever number of counting of 0 is stored in the map, that I will subtract from the given result. Okay, from that I will add, because I am subtracting the invalid na, so that I will add subtract the, so that's why I will add the number of 0 which will be stored in the mapping. So here also int result is equal to 0 or int sorry if current sum, what I do, if current sum is equal to 1, or I have passed it k here, so I can write it also k, but I okay, if you don't want to pass this k as an argument, then I will recommend that you can delete it from here also. Okay, if current sum is equal to 1, then what I will do, I will keep on increasing the result, and if this array if now I am running one function that is find function. If I find current minus k, if current minus k is not equal to mpp dot end, what does that mean? That if I do not found current sum minus k sorry, if I do not found this mpp dot end this element at previous, then what I will do, I will keep on increasing the result by whatever the element is stored in that array, in that counting of the mapping. Here I will keep on increasing the map sum. Basically this whole function is the algorithm, is a very famous algorithm which will help you in finding the number of subarray whose sum is equal to k. Now here I am finding this number of subarray whose sum is equal to 1. So that's why I put it at 1. Here I will return the result. So that's the code. So now I will, if any error will be there, then we will come to know about it. So error is current sum was not declared in this code. Okay. So here I have what I have done. I have write it as current sum. Here let's take it as only, and here as. Let's again run the code. Here also if mpp dot find current sum minus, okay, so here I have taken as okay 1 2 and 1 2. So here I am getting 1 2. Okay. Because 1 can be represented as because 1 is a valid subsequence and 2 is also a valid subsequence. 2 is not valid subsequence, then why I am getting 1 2 is valid or not? No, it is not. So why I am getting like this? Wait. If unordered map int comma int mpp and int sum is equal to okay current sum array of I int result. Oh, okay. So here I should not declare int result is equal to 0. Now it will work. I'm taking number of subsequences as 2 1 2 1 and 2. I am getting 1. So that's the logic and the code for this solution. So thank you very much.